Alright, Miss Hope, this is trial one. Hopefully it's the only one, because I've had a very long day and I'm really, exhausted. And it's only, 10, and I've been going to bed at, 7 a.m., so, I'm not exaggerating. But, you, text me in the morning when I'm still up. But basically, first for A, we have consider the function, whatever, I wrote it down. And then it says calculate f of 2. So we are going to simply plug 2 into the equation. So, hopefully you can see this. Oh shoot. 2 to the third plus 48 over 2. And then 2 to the third, I'm pretty sure it's 8, but I'm just gonna make sure. Okay. 8 plus 48 over 2 equals 24, and then 8 plus 24 equals 32. So that is my answer to part A. Sorry. And then B, you're going to sketch the graph of the function. So I don't know if I'm allowed to do this for paper 2, but hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, I apologize. But I already wrote the equation in there. Let me make sure. Yep. So basically the graph is like this, and I put my intervals, so that's at 200 and that's at 5s like the thing is asking for. So I'm simply going to do the best I can of tracing these and making sure that I do not go past the 5 mark. So you're going to come pretty close on this, and then you're going to kind of go down like that. It should be more like a little. So that, I think that's pretty good considering I'm not an artist. And then you're going to kind of do the same thing here. It's going to go back up right at 5. Boom. So that's the sketch. It's at the appropriate intervals. Yeah. And then you're going to find the derivative of f of x. So let me put c down here. So, where the freak? Okay, so that's the equation. So first we start off with x to the third plus 48 over x. First the 3 is going to go in front of the x, and then it's going to be 3x squared. So that is that, and then you're going to, okay, so 48 over x is the same as 48x to the negative second, so, oh my gosh, okay, sorry. I just had my blank. So it's going to actually become a negative when you put that in front. So it's going to be a negative 48. Hold up. No, I think that's to the negative 1. I'm sorry, I don't know why I put that. Yeah, so that makes sense. So that's going, okay, so the negative 1 is going to go in front of the 48, making it a negative, and then you're going to put the x, and that's going to make that a negative 2. So this right here is the derivative equation. This is the answer to C. I'll make sure to write these on this paper too when I take the pictures in case it's blurry. So yeah, sorry about that. And then for D, it is asking find f of 2. So we're just going to plug 2 into that equation. So we have 3. Oh God, I'm at 4 minutes already. 3 2 minus 48 2 to the negative 2. And basically, I'm going to check in my calculator. So it looks like we're going to do 2 squared first. And that's 4 times 3, and that's 12. So you have 12 right here. And you have minus, and you're going to do 2 to the, God. Basically this is like, so you can like put that under the 48 if that makes sense. I think it looks better in fractions, so you can do like 48 over -4, which is what the thing was. So I'm just going to do that. 48 over, I hate calculus so much, like I'm so glad I'm not taking this. So that's -2. What? Oh, I don't know why I put -4. Because that's, yeah. So, that's a positive, that's a positive 4. So, basically that comes out to be 12. So it's 12 minus 12, which ends up being 0. I'm probably not going to retake this, so I apologize for the many mistakes in this. I'm just so tired. And then we have E. Now, E, okay. So E, we have write the coordinates of the local maximum point on the graph. So I am just doing this in my calculator. So second calc, it's like dirty. Okay. The local maximum, and then you are going to, it's obviously going to go to this one because this is the only maximum on the graph. Hit that, and then you're going to hit yes. So you have -2 and -32. So I'm just going to write maximum equals -2 and -32. So that's the maximum. And finally, we get to F. Now, F is really where, so F is you're finding the range of, it. So basically, the way that my logic was, the range obviously has to deal with your y values. So the maximum for this y value is -32. So I'm going to transfer this, and it's going to be like y has to be less than -32, right? Because, you know, it has to be lower than that point. And then you're going to write, I'm just putting a comma, and then I'm going to go find the minimum for the other one, because, what the heck? Oh. I said the minimum. Oh, I'm just going to go this way. Oh my gosh, my battery thing just came on, and I thought like it deleted the video. Okay, so left bound right here, right bound right here, middle right here. Oh, yeah, so y equals 32. So for this part, it is going 32. So y has to be more than 32 on this part of the graph. And I mean, I put parentheses, but I don't think you have to. But so those are just kind of like the two ranges for this. And then you have G. This is literally going on my YouTube account, and it's like public. I'm so embarrassed. But G asks you to find the gradient of the tangent at 1. Okay, so you're gonna go back up to this equation. Where is it? This equation right here, and you're just gonna sub in 1. So, oh my gosh. Okay, no, this equation right here, yeah. So, not born a crime. Alright. So, it's going to be 3 times 1, right? Because it's asking 1, yeah. 3 times 1 squared minus 48 times 1 to the -2. So, first, 1 times 2 is 2, times 3 is 6. That should be right. Wait. Hold up. Yeah, that's 1, so that should just be 3. This is a really bad day. And then okay, yeah, and then this makes and then the -2, yeah, so That's 3, and then the negative 2 makes the 1 negative, so you basically have 48 times negative 1, and let me erase this to make it look better. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so that's a 3, and then you're basically just going to have minus 48 because the negative made it a minus. Right? God, I hope so. Okay, and then that is going to equal negative 45. Alright, let's move on. That doesn't make... Oh my god. Okay, I think that's right. Literally... I might end up re-recording this. Okay. I don't know if... Okay. And then we have H, and H is basically asking... H is asking us that there is a second point on the graph of f which the tangent is parallel to x equals -1. Find the x coordinate of this point. So I don't really know how to explain this one other than these graphs. Obviously they have the same like ranges at 32, so they're pretty much identical, like on the same. So my philosophy was, if it was x equals 1 over here, then it would be x equals -1 over here, because they're like equivalent. So the answer to H would be x equals -1. Alright, so those are my answers. I'll make sure to take a picture of them. Peace out.